Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's take a look again on the gold market. So today we take a look on the two moments on the gold. First, we discuss the setup that we have prepared yesterday for trading, and you understand all the trickiness of the market currently and why it is so important to show the fast reaction, to not marry any position and to protect any position you are taking right now in the gold market with the break-even stop orders. And set the nearest ending target, because the market stands really very sensitive currently to any rumors, any headline news, and with the in general poor fundamentals, it provides and shows really solid volatility on intraday charts, what makes it difficult to trade gold, especially when you have no direction on the higher time frames. So one situation when you have the solid and clear pattern on the daily chart, and you could follow it with some trading setups on the lower time frames, and you have some insurance with the direction that is set by the pattern that stands on the high time frame chart. But when you do not have anything on the high time frame, the chances that the intraday patterns could fail and you could be just washed out occasionally, the market significantly increasing. So on the daily chart, nothing actually new has happened. Market still stands in the same consolidation, trying to move higher or do something here inside of this range. On the daily chart, we have absolutely the same opinion. So to change environment into bullish market has to break at least 1825 tops here, so it should jump above it, and preferably with a far-going breakout of the 1910 top. In this case, bearish tendency will be broken, and in the shorter term, at least we could get some chance and some improvement of the bullish background on the gold. Although currently we do not know what particular driving factors could lead market to show this performance. While gold market is not showing it, overall background remains moderately bearish. And here we said that here we recognize a kind of the bearish dynamic pressure, because it's mostly by the opposite direction with the MACD and overall performance on the market that we see right here. Today, guys, another tricky moment is coming from the central bank meeting. In general, as you know, European Central Bank has very minor impact on the gold market, almost no impact as usual. But today is a bit different story, because currently the speech stands around interest rate change, or at least preparation to this change. And since the major central banks currently turning to this topic, so Bank of England, Bank of Canada, Australia, Fed Reserve, European Central Bank currently stands a bit lagging and stands a bit aside. Despite that, inflation in the European Union hits all records recently and probably will climb more. With this background, European Central Bank could step out from its previous rhetoric and could provide a bit more aggressive speech and comments on the current situation. If this will happen, this will make impact on the gold as well, because it will be the part of the collective change of the interest trends or preparation to redemand all central banks. And this definitely will make pressure on the gold as well. So that's why today, if central bank tells something on the interest rate change or provide more hawkish rhetoric, that also could make impact on the gold. That's definitely. So on interest rates, the performance that we have suggested now stands in place. So if you remember, we said that interest rates probably will drop more, because we've got this reversal candle, and indeed recently you can see was a significant drop. That actually led market to climb slightly higher. So currently the major support stands around 135, 138, It's counter support on the 10-year yield, and you can see market could drop even a bit lower to reach this level, which also should be supportive to the gold. On the gold market currently, guys, we again could consider only very short-term setups. So on the follow time frame chart, you can see that the pullback and reaction, well, actually here it's not visible. We will take a look at it in a 30-minute chart, on the 50-minute chart a bit later. Here we just could say that bearish setup that we in general have here is still valid. So we have the divergence. Here's minor pullback up from the lower border, but recently, as you can see, market wasn't able to reach the upper border of this channel, which is also look bearish. And here is also the question how far market will be able to climb. And currently it's, well, chances that market will accelerate right directly to the 1830 looks actually doubtful. So because it's unclear how it could happen and based on what news or events this could push gold so high. Even if interest rates will drop a bit more, it definitely will be not sufficient to let gold to climb to the 1830. So here I would consider this as still the bearish overall view on the follow time frame chart. On the 30-minute chart, let's consider how the situation was developing recently. So this moment where we start to make our update, and we said that's maybe two patterns, either butterfly or godly steeple to sell. You could choose the one that you would like to, but the golden decision, it might be the combination of the two of them. So you could try to possess based on the butterfly, but still place stop above the former fib level to be protected in the case if market still will form the ABCD. It will be godly steeple to sell. And indeed, you can see that this market has completed it and has fallen the strong collapse down once the pattern has been completed. So it was more than enough to move stops to the break-even or even take the result on this trade. So once again, this is really very tricky performance. Market completes the patterns. They will actually follow to the patterns and make patterns to work, but it happens on a very short-term distance and very fast. So it demands additional skill from the traders to react fast, to protect the positions with the break-even stops, and to close the trades as well, because currently the situation where you should not take the position for too long and set near standing targets. At this moment, guys, market is completed ABC XOP. It's around 1804, forming godly steeple to sell as well. So here could be the minor reaction maybe to the downside. But since the interest rates has chance to drop more and it is unclear what European Central Bank will tell, well, currently trading the gold seems a bit very risky. But still, if you would like to, well, at this moment, this is actually the only stop that we have in place. So you could try to possess yourself with a minor pullback at least here for the 30% retracement of the whole upper direction. So you can see again we're dealing with the very short-term stops, and actually it's not suitable to everybody. So although we usually do not follow the very short-term charts, but currently, guys, on the gold market we have no other choice, as on the high time frames we have nothing to do. On the lower time frames it is very, very short-term patterns. In general, speaking a bit more generally, you could see that market is forming some kind of the sideways consolidation right now, and probably it's spend some time inside of it. So next direction will be set as soon as market will out of this consolidation. So it will be either to the downside. In this case, market will just breaks this channel as well, and in this case we should be ready for a drop somewhere to 1760 fib level. In the case of upward breakout, although it is unclear how and why this would happen, upward action probably will continue in this case as well. So that's actually all that we could say currently on the gold.